to continue where Caroline left off, we were in work package 2 together with Blippa, and we tried in reality what Caroline was talking about. So for you who don't know us, we produce a line of products that are all about office ergonomics. Mainly Mouse Trapper, which is a line of centralized computer mice, really, which make you work with your hands in front of the keyboard, pretty much. So to prevent and relieve repetitive strain injuries. And so we provided the products and the customers, and Blippa have a nice front end and back end solution for the digital product passes. Since there is no standard yet, what we wanted with this was pretty much helping our customers. We asked our support, what do people want to know when they, or what our customers want to know when they contact us, and then we took it from there and started to tinker in-house how to set it up and to get the product passes to work in an efficient way. And so we do quality control on each product, where we already today save a lot of data. So they are pretty much individuals, but we don't use it for anything external, really. Today we only use it for statistics and to find the problems and so in our production. But there we thought we could build a link. So when a product is tested, we would have the first scan where the product would pretty much be born in the product pass. And then, since we also sell mostly to companies and bigger organizations can have a lot of our products, we thought it would be good to have the reseller involved as well to help. For example, where the warranty is questionable, it's not always so easy for a big organization to find the right invoice for a specific product that was bought a year and a half ago. So there we thought it would be great if the reseller would scan the product and the warranty would start ticking from there, because that would help us and it would help the customer as well. And in the end, we obviously wanted our customer to scan the QR code to register the product. It wasn't in this test case, that was not a problem at all, because our customer was in on it and knew they were in this test case. So, but how to make people do it in real life in the future, we have been playing with the idea of maybe offering extended warranty if you scan the code. But anyways, this was our idea of how it should work. In reality, we had to skip the reseller, both from time constraints and also since there is yet not really a standardization. And we also realized that we need to have a duplicate of the code, not only have it on the product, we also need to have it on the outside of the retail box. And we do not yet have a way to solve that, but I will talk more about that later. So anyways, we had to skip the reseller in this case, and we just chose one of our customers that we have a good relationship with to be in on the test to evaluate the customer experience of an actual product with a product pass. So the challenges we met in this test was to set up our hardware. It turned out to be trickier than we thought to get our barcode system to print the correct QR codes. And we also need to create the connection between the testing software that I talked about before with the DPP database. We need an API there, because now it was only in this test 10 products or something, which is easy enough to register manually. But if it's 10,000 products or 100,000 products, it needs to be automated so we don't create extra labor. And here we're thinking at the test stations. We would have a scanner pretty much like you have in your supermarket, that you just, once the test is concluded and the product is approved, you would just hold it over a surface and leap it, and that would be it. So that is still something we need to do. And then it's also a hardware question, probably not very hard, but we need to somehow duplicate the labels to get it on the outside of the box too, so that our resellers can scan them easily. And then one issue, so we actually tried to register a customer, like a product return case. And then we noticed the problem we had spent exactly 0 seconds thinking about, and that was a worn out QR code. Because this actual code that you see here in the picture, we managed to scan with some issues, but we were able to. And this was a product that had been on a desk for a few months. So, you know, if it's been there for a few years, it would probably not have been possible to scan it at all. And then it doesn't really matter how good your flow is and how well thought out everything else is behind. So that's something we thought was a bit ironic. Probably not a very hard thing to solve either, but still, it has to be solved. We probably need to change material that we print on, or maybe laser etch the QR codes or something like that. It can be solved, but it's worth mentioning because we didn't think about it. So it may be that others that are going to do this will not think about it either. So then we come to the actual customer that tried this. So here you see the front end, what you actually see, Blippa's interface, when you scan one of our products. You have your warranty information, you have a link to instruction videos or how to clean the product, whatever. You have your user manual. Product information would be everything from material to allergenic info, stuff like that. You return your product if you want a refurbished one instead. You service request, support, CO2 footprint, all of that good stuff. And our customer, who was Länsförsäkringar, which is a bank/insurance company in Sweden, got 10 of these products to try it. And we were in contact both with their IT people and the end users. And their experience was that it was simple to register it. Scanning worked fine. They did find the information very useful and easy to understand. They were very happy with the interface and usability. They did have some tips. So since we do business to business to a large extent, the IT department at Länsförsäkringar thought it would be great if there could be a company portal, so they could go in there and see how many of our products they have in rotation, how old they are, if they have any service claims ongoing or finished, that kind of stuff, which is a very good idea. Makes sense if it's a bigger organization that buy a lot of these. And from the end user, they thought, since we are in ergonomics and work health, the work health field, they thought it would be good if they could get tips and tricks, like maybe little exercises, stuff like that, that could be added value and an actual reason to scan the code. And maybe in our case, more legit than extended warranties, since most of our users get our products from as a tool from their employer. They probably don't care about the length of the warranty. That's probably more efficient if people buy it with their own money. But in this case, probably a better idea to have something that helped them feel better at work. So that's pretty much our takeaway from this test case.
Thank you, David.